Okay, it should be running again. I want to wait until the I want to do a check sound first before continuing. Yeah, so let's see. I think it should be working right now. Let me check. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the continuation for the Fundamentals of Web Design chapter from the Codecademy front end path. And I think we should be live. It's been 40 seconds and it should be working. Yeah, I think it's already working. Okay. Okay. Audio is fine. I'm not sure if the chat system is working again because probably the browser is not working. Okay. So anyways, so I want to finish the chapter for the fundamentals of web design here. We're finishing two chapters today. The first one is the text design, and then I think the last one is only a bit of a review, so it won't take long, and we can start on to the next chapter. Okay, let's just straight on ahead. No user is ever going to read every sentence on your website. Oh, and by the way, sorry, I already so I already signed up for the affiliate for the Codecademy, but still waiting for the application. So hopefully I get accepted, and then I can have a link in the description to people that wants to follow along with the course in Codecademy or learn coding, any other thing. Learns all sort of courses in Codecademy with similar format like the one that you've been seeing across the channel. Okay. So of course, yes. In HTML we have different tags. H1 for title, for headings, subheadings. And yeah, this tags creates visual hierarchy that is very clear and familiar to the user. Use HTML tags to remind yourself to be concise and break things into lists and headings whenever possible. Make sure that the headings are closer to the content that they are introducing than the content they come after. They do not provide clear visual organization if they are equidistant for both settings. Let's implement some headers in our recipe side. Okay, what do we have here? Onion, herb, focaccia, focaccia, or whatever the food. It's a bread, right? It's a bread. Okay, I think the chat is working. I want to do a test. Okay, the chat is working. I think I just need to refresh the browser. Okay. We're the on index, and then we need to find the appetizer. Yeah, this one is smaller. Now we need to make it bigger. So this is H1. Now we need to change this into H1 as well. Okay, yep. Nice. We want to use the these recipes and know where they are on the top page. Featured recipe, okay. More prominence than the other recipe titles. Make onion herb focaccia into an H2. So yeah, this one turn into H2. Let's copy that. Let's copy that. Control Enter, and it's bigger now. We also want the other recipe titles to stand out, but maybe just that smaller. In index.html, this one, artichoke dip, fried mushroom, meatballs, things like that. Okay. We also want the other recipe titles to stand out, but maybe just a tad smaller. Make the spinach and artichoke. Okay, let's see. Let's look for spinach and artichoke. Let's change to H3. Okay, I forgot the other one, the cocktail as well. Fried mushroom as well. copy paste, and then a crisp. The other one is the cocktail meatballs. Let's enter that, and it should be working now. And the other should have a more, they need a bit of spacing, but I think it's going to be the next few topics to space the text, but I think that's good so far. Differentiating text fonts. Fonts also play a useful role in differentiating text. When used properly, it is effective with a different font. Perhaps a third font for certain subheaders, but be warned, if you differentiate each paragraph with a new font, or you have a different font for every level of your header, will become muddled and hard to read. It often works well to have most of your text in a serif font and then create contrast with headings or subheadings in a sans serif font. Style, weight, color. Okay, a good rule is that if you find yourself using more than 3 different fonts on one page, it's time to try fewer fonts but other sources of visual contrast with text. I think color, the weight, and the style, italic, bold, things like that. Okay, we want our featured. Okay, now we're starting with the style, so we can go to label, and then the font size, we can increase it to 20, and then the color. Okay, they haven't added color yet, so we can add A01C36. Control Enter, and let's see. Okay, it's the same color as the header, so that's nice. Let's also add some more text diversity in the recipe themselves. Okay, let's go to recipe.-info-item. Okay, we just need to add the font weight, right, to 700. Oh, is it typo? No, it's not typo. And text transform into uppercase. Okay. Font weight. Okay, I forgot H. Now that should work. Okay. Which one do we change? Recipe info item. Okay, it's this one, the prep time. Oh yeah, it's this one. Oh.
I didn't understand.
No, I didn't call you Bixby, sorry. Okay, what is this? Blah 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 blah. Okay, shall we continue? Okay. They stand out a bit too much now. Okay. So we go back here and change the font size of the class info item to have 12. Okay, yeah, I think this is better now. Okay, traffic on the site hasn't been getting past this homepage very frequently. Your site managers think it might be because the few recipe buttons don't send out more. Where is it? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so let's go to button. Let's go to class button. Yeah, find it. And add the font weight to 700. And the text transform into uppercase. Okay. I think it's more color, in my opinion, but that's okay. White space. See, this is what I just talked about. White space again. We talk. Okay. The user needs to be able to move through it easily, and just like a room, it is important to keep it tidy and free of clutter. Yeah, I do feel this is a bit more Needs a bit more white space, more breathing space for each of the component, each of the tags. Okay, this is a side main header. Side main header. Let's give it a margin bottom of 30 pixels. Yeah, a little bit here, I think. And then it goes to the top, navigation bar and logo. Okay. We can adjust this side main. Okay, here one. Here, add 30 pixels of vertical padding and 50 pixels of horizontal padding. Okay. Padding. The vertical one is the first one, and the horizontal one is the second one. So it's going to be horizontal. So vertical first, 30 pixel and 50 pixel. Yes, that should be about right. Distinction between the popular recipes. Which one is it? Recipe review. Recipe preview, sorry. Add the margin bottom to 60. I think it's this one, right? Here, around here. They add the margin. It should be a pleasant experience for users to read the text on the website. Here are some easy ways to accomplish. Text is big enough, over 16 pixel, okay. Strong contrast between background. Enough space between lines and letters. You see, this one does not have spacing, so I think after this we're going to need to change that. Yeah. Leading refers to the distance between two lines of text. Okay, so the leading is the y-axis. The tracking is the x-axis. If you have too little tracking, the result will cram, so by increasing tracking slightly, you make text significantly more legible. Kerning. So, okay, kerning, that's one. It's not tracking, it's kerning. Space between two letters. You don't need to worry about kerning because well-designed typeface already has optimal kerning built in. It's most important when you want to adjust the kerning in a little header or achieve the design you want. In styles.css, increase the line height of all p. So line height p. Oh, sorry, the p tag. How can we find the p tag? Okay, I think this one, right? Then we can increase the line height to 23 pixels. Okay, yeah, it's giving it more space between the paragraph. Yes, all the headers are very hard to read. I agree. So find the cause of the status and change the letter spacing. So I think all the header is h2, right? So I think we can change it in the h2 only. Nice. So I think here we can give it a letter spacing of 1 pixel. Oh, it's not. Oh, sorry. So it's not that header. Okay, h1 then. So it's this one. So it should be working now. Okay, lovely. The h2 as well, I feel like, you know. Still wrong. Okay, h2 as well. So I already did, just not 50% go. Okay, is there like an h1, h2 together? Can I just put it here in the typography styles? So everything just... Yeah, okay, that works. Okay, the cook time and prep time. feels a little more clustered than we'd like. So instead it says add this with of line height to recipe dash info dash item. So the font line height there, we want to add line height of 26 pixels. Okay, this is much better than the first, definitely much better. Okay. So we have line height, line width. What else? Letter spacing, line height, and letter spacing. Okay. Halfway there. Next one, navigability. Okay. It's less common now than a few years ago. It's optional. Never use a blue as general accent color for text because users probably try to click on it no matter what. Yeah. No blue on text. Having text on navigation button is important. It removes all uncertainty about each button. Sticking to these simple rules will allow users to easily navigate. Also, it is important to think about the ways the user's eyes will travel across your text. This will impact the way they navigate the pages. If you organize the text into columns, the user's eyes will likely not travel across the entire screen. The user's eyes will spend more time traveling from left to right. We'll cover this further in the next exercise. Okay, it's hard to tell which pieces of text are buttons. True, yes, the view recipe one especially. So we need to find button primary. There is no button primary, so we need to create it, right? I think, yeah, this is what background color. What we want is hashtag E9BE53. Let's see. Okay. Not it. Okay. See, this is the what we want. All the view recipe has a okay. There's 3 of them. So okay, 3. Okay, 3 view button, view rest of recipe, 1 super button. Okay, so first we need to add the button primary. So let's just copy that and go down. Add another one. Okay, nice. And then a few rest of the recipe. Let's add that as well as a submit button. Submit. So, okay, where is the button? Here. Let's see if that works. Yep. Now everything looks much better. Oh, I like this. They use the it's not the monochromatic color, it's the color that analogous or whatever. The analogous, yeah, because it's side by side. Okay, next. Text length, column, and line length. How users can article. Let's see, let's read this. It's been a while since we read an external article. See, okay, this is what I think I've read it before, but like sitemap or heat map, sorry. Research found that permanent pattern, the F pattern. Bad examples. Okay, is this like a real? Wait, this is real news? Okay. No, I mean like, is that a real website? Was it all blurred? Is it not loading or never mind? Well, I mean Reddit definitely changed it. It doesn't look like that anymore. Okay, so it's very, very important to put the text around here. Oh my god, this is a 150-hour course. Damn, okay. Okay, it's better to avoid sentence and paragraph whenever possible and use a list instead. Line length. Okay, you can reduce the length of your lines and then align the short-term text properly so it doesn't impair the design of the slides. The choice you make should depends on the purpose of the site. User usage data on not much time. Okay, that's actually a very clever name. Not much time. Yeah. Featured. So where is the featured? So, okay. To be honest, I'm not sure what am I supposed to do? Ah, okay, so we remove everything and just put the three dot here as like a... Okay, let's see. Where is step one? Okay, so this is what we want to... Okay, so I think we want to remove this part until like the top as well. So probably like that. Oh yeah, okay, correct. So far that's correct. So few rest of the recipe. They could just press that and then okay, so just put what is important and like what interests the people, the visitor more, and then they could just see the whole of the recipe, the step by step in like the next page. Yeah, that's nice. Save, that's not what I want. I want control enter, and it should be working fine. Yeah. Okay. I like it. Nice. What content will the users remember? Would you rather they remember a description of where a product was built, or would you... Okay. Or do you want them to immediately focus on the articles that are featured on the homepage? As the designer, there's questions you will have to answer. These are several tools you can use to highlight the most important content: primacy and recency. Primacy and recency effects. You can utilize this neurological behavior when organizing the text on your site to make sure that user remembers what you want them to remember. Okay. You can utilize this with pairing important text with images whenever appropriate. This pairing can be accomplished by grouping with cards. Okay. So I think I haven't been noting, so let's put some notes here for H2, H1 or H2. It is text design. So we have the previous one is letter spacing and then line spacing, as well as we have white spaces. We also want the user to primacy and recency. So Let's write that in here. Privacy and recency, as well as the other one that is important is image pairing. So what else? To hear about images in a lesson on text design, but you cannot solely focus on text when you design your page. It is important to create a balance between the image and the text. You want the image to be able to draw user's eyes to a section of the page, but you don't want it to completely overshadow the text, which is ultimately what you want the user to consume. But the current page design has successfully gotten many people to design up. Locate where the box. Okay, so we need to find this one, the email one here. Yeah, you can't. It's not really like popping, you know. That's fine. The email subscription. Div class footer, section footer, label email subscription. So it's this div right here, I think, right? Privacy and restrict as that users more likely to notice. I mean, if you move it at the beginning. Okay. Site wide footer. Okay, so is it just this whole section, the whole section, or HR class divider? Okay, so it's, I think it's only this div, right? Or okay, I think it's in this div. Let's control exit to delete it. And then move the entire div element to the side. Navigation. Okay. So we need to put it here after this or something. Maybe let's give it a try. So let's control enter that. See if that works. Okay, that works, but where do we see? We haven't seen it. Okay, so it's, where is it? Popular recipe, ah, okay, so it's in the footer, because okay, so that's why all of the like signups is in the footer, because it's in the end of the page, and it's one of the privacy and recency part of it. Okay, that's clever. That's nice. Okay, that now that's F shape skimming. That's gonna be important. I'm gonna put it here as an H3. F F shape skimming. Notice that even leading long form magazines like the New Yorker has a very visual landing page. Every article has a photo or sketch, rarely more than one sentence preview. When people are figuring out where to go on your site, they are just skimming to find what they want. From left on the left of the screen, before the right of the screen, and the top of the screen before the bottom of the screen. Our eyes jump back to the left of the screen when we finish reading the line. This creates an F pattern that the user's eyes follow. F shade skimming. Okay, this is only true for left to right. Reverse it if you're designing a site that will be reading in a language that's right to left, like Hebrew or Arabic. Yeah. At the alignment of our recipe site, does it properly cater to F-shape skimming behavior? Not really, but we can move it. We can move the text beside the photo if it's want to according to the F shape. Okay. Site main section. Let's align left. Okay, is it because it's this one, the featured one, right? The header. All of it was previously on the right, now it's on the left. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why. it was a bit odd at first. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna write that part. I'm gonna change this to H1 because it's a main header, right? Okay, it's okay, text design. So differentiating text is essential. So let's put this on as a quote, and let's put this in bold because it's important. Like that. Later spacing, line spacing, white space, what else? Okay, the column part is colored cards to pair images with important text. Have the elements you want users to notice at the top of the page or down to the left hand side because those are the areas of the page users will notice when skimming. Okay, I think it's already good. It says, I think, what else can we add? I think it looks already nice already. It looks nice already, I think. I think this now comes down to practice and just keep doing, keep learning everything. Okay, what is the maximum number of fonts you should utilize? So 3. Yes, because too much is just confusing. It's the letter spacing. Yeah. It's a bit too far. When should you use an H1 header on your site? For the measure header or for the title? Let's do title, yeah. H3, it is for a sub, no, it's not for header, but it's highlighting. Wait, isn't H2 is a subheader or it's an, okay, H2 is measure headline, okay. It's the line height, yes. It's a 50-75. Yes, continue. Now, I think we finally finished the fundamentals of web design. Okay, so we have a final project here with, okay, what is this? Hired your design company to help improve some of its mobile pages. They've noticed that they are not having users stay on the pages for, okay, so from a first glance, this is not centered. It's supposed to be more, supposed to be bigger. The text and supposed to be centered. The text of get out is supposed to be bigger. Now trending, maybe change color for the contrast background. And then this needs some spacing. I can't really clearly see this. What else? This have the same photos. I don't know. It's not centered. It's not like F. Let's see if it's okay. Yeah, let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, definitely change that, and then yeah, let's see what else. If you get stuck during this project, okay, no worries, we got this. Okay. There's no real way to distinguish what text is important on the page. Let's start by improving this way by adding header elements. Turn recently added review on top of C. I know it. Recently added review is supposed to be an H1. That's what I'm talking about. One done. Make the movie title Get Out, and that is home. So let's look for Get Out. This text into H2. So H2. H2. Now the title for that is home. Also, it's going to be. Let's see. Now we're talking. Okay, nice. Yep, that's much better. Name of the reviewers. Okay, so it's Michael Booner. Nice, of course. So, okay, Michael Booner and then Spencer. And then the last one is Julie Keeper. I don't know who came up with these names, man. Or maybe they're just real name. Okay, I think it should be better now. Yeah, okay. Nice. Add some contrast and change the color to something lighter. Which one is the older headers? Stand out a bit more on the page, add some contrast and change their color to something lighter. For all the headers. Which headers? Let's see. Typography styles. Let's see what the hint. Color. Okay, so I think we should change all of this to color. Let's see. Huh, okay. Doesn't really change anything. Does it change anything? Okay. I'm not really sure about that one. Ah, okay. So okay, so okay. So we want them into we want them inside an ordered list, right? And inside the ordered list is going to have a class of movie description stars. Yes, and then inside of it we're going to have uh, link, an ordered list, stars label. What is the B tag? I have. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, can I get these two open again? Because yeah, that's nice. Now can write Daniel Kaluuya, comma, copy and paste it again. The last one is Brett. This one is Bradley Whitford. It is Allison Williams, comma, and then enter. Why is there another? Okay, the other list is for the see all the stars. Nice. Let's go to Ahref. It's going nowhere at the moment, but it has a class of button and then button primary and then the movie description button. Nice. And inside of it is the C all. That should work, right? I don't see the see all. Ah, okay. So the see all is I can't really see the see all, so it's in the button. So I think we need to change the button after this. Yeah, I can't really see the see all, so movie description button. Okay, this is much better. I didn't. We see we have a typo over here. Kaluya, only Kaluya. I think we add the bread accidentally. So I think we need to add the line height to the stars label, right? Yeah. So let's go to stars label. Okay, so not the stars label, but movie description stars. Okay, that should work, right? Okay, that looks not much nicer. Let's also make the title of the list stands out a bit more. Create a okay, this is what we want, right? What are we doing here? Okay. Page styles. Stars label. We can add a margin bottom of 5 pixels and then text transform of uppercase, font weight of bold, and let's see, how does that look like? Okay, that's what we want. Nice. We have two pieces of text that have the class section header. One is on black background, the other is on white background. We want to create some more contrast for the one on the black background. Create a new class, featured section header. Featured section header. That changes the color of the text to white and add it to the now trending. It is already white, so I don't know what you mean. Huh. Okay, let's add it to the now trending, and we add this class of featured movie section, featured section header. Okay, I think that works. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we need to bring the font size to 18 pixels and then the text transform to uppercase. Okay, that's nice. Oh yeah, I think we need to add it here. Where else do we need some space? Here, I think. The genres, yeah, they need a bit of spacing. Okay, so we're not given any guide here, just the movie description dash category. Let's see if it's 1 pixel. Okay, that's much better. So I think, yeah, they just need to remove that from the minus. Or 2. Okay, let's try 2. That's much better. Okay. Tooling, see all. See all and see reviews. Where? Did not see that. Okay, see all and see review. Let's see. We can see that the see all has a button primary. So let's check it. Button primary. There is no button primary. Okay, that's odd. So okay, we don't have button primary, so let's add that. Button primary, let's give it a background color. Background color of, let's try the yellow as well. Okay. I mean, all of the previous one has this, so let's. What about this social movies one? Okay. Okay. I don't mind it as it's become the yellow. It's similar to the star, so I think we can do that. But the see, if you see all, maybe the see all, the button primary should have a text color of the darker one. That does not work. Okay, why is that? So let's see what we want, because okay, first that's already correct. That's what I did, right? I did not see review. Ah, okay. Now let's add a class of button secondary. I don't see it, but we can add it below it. Button secondary, and it's going to have a background color of 62A, yeah, and then the color of oh, it's this one. Okay. I want this text to have be darker though for the see button primary. Why is it not working? It's already have button primary in it, but when I try to use it on the button, okay, I think because this button is much higher. So the color is darker. Okay, you know what? It's okay. Save. Is this? I think it should be darker. Should be the same color as this? Okay. Oof. Finally. You learn about the best user interface design practice to implement in CSS. To introduce into web design, you learn about the best UI interface design practice. You have a lot of resources about fonts, about colors. Next. Now this is getting interesting because now we're going to make the website responsive. This is the chapter I've been waiting for and definitely looking forward to finishing it. So let's hopefully we can finish it in like 2 or 3 streams only. So let's give it a start right away. Use CSS grid, flexbox, positioning responsive, media queries, things like that. Yes. Oh, more projects, love it. Okay, we should get started over here. Okay, grids are made up of intersection horizontals and vertical lines. Okay, I think we can create a new node for responsive web designs and web designs. Yes, so we can definitely create a new node pages. Various types of grid exist and are used within all types of visual design. With the creation of printing press, bookmakers develop a manuscript style guide or a block grid to bring structure to the text on pages. Within new designs, the column grid allows publisher to break the pages apart into sections to emphasize different pieces of content. Okay. Note how the columns span the web pages evenly on the horizontal axis. By using the column grid, it allows the designer to evenly space content horizontally while seeing how the layouts stack vertically. Okay. Grid anatomy. Okay, so grid layout. So it's going to be very important. So let's put in the H2 grid. Okay, no. Okay, grid layout. So we have a column, a gutter, and then the margin. Okay, 12 column grid. So is this like a, I think that's like the gold standard of it, maybe? We use 12 column grid. We have column, gutters, and margin. Okay, so it's 12 or 16. A gutter is the negative space between each column. Help in ensuring the columns don't run together, which would negate the purpose of using a column base. Okay, so we need to keep it, keep it in the middle, having margin. Okay, so the margin depending, it's the margin sizes depends on the screen size. Okay, so this is the margin, and this is the grid over here. They can be dependent on each other, meaning they are used to organize related content such as a continuation of a paragraph. And they are used for organizing layout of unrelated content such as sidebar. This allows for the flexibility of organizing information. Okay. 4 column 3 times. Or 3 column 4 times. Yes. You have the options to maintain this layout throughout the website, or you can choose to use various layouts, including having the content span of the whole width of the grid, half of the grid, or only a small portion of the grid. Okay. Okay, so each of the photos, each of the dimension, everything is within the column and not in the gutter, except this text though. I don't know. Maybe because they're different. What about okay, this one is inside the column. This is still inside the column, Okay. Maybe not the navigation and the footer. Only like the main grid. That group content together by height. One way to achieve this outcome is to wrap the content in a row component. This will force any content not inside of the row to be pushed away. So okay, this one has a row, logo row, home with the nav row, the hero or photos. We have 5 unfilled columns to either the left or to the right side. Naturally, any new content added to our document will try and fill this unused space. However, by replacing a row element around our component that spans 7 columns, we can force any new component. Check out the diagram to the right. Notice how the row wraps around the different components like a box. Also note how it forces content that is not within the box below. For instance, in the first row, the logo, the gutter, and the navigation bar spans the entire T of the first row here. Therefore, the next element must go in the second row. Okay, is that correct? The next element, okay, this one, right? And then since this one filled the whole 12, the other needs to go to the next one. There will always be one less gutter than the total number of columns. For example, if you're designing a column 12 gutter, you will only have 11 gutters. One for every gap that's vertical. While there is no standard for a gutter width, it's best practice to select a size that visually separates horizontal columns so it's simply thinner than the width of a column. The same can be said for vertical gutters. Okay, so this is the vertical gutters. This one, right? If the gutter space is too tight, it can be hard to visually tell where one element ends and another starts. On the other hand, if the gutter space is too large, the design can be hard to follow. Okay, needs to be natural. Responsive grid. And this is what we want here. Many websites utilize responsive design, a set of techniques that allow responsive content to shift based on the device or screen size. Responsive design. Let's put that. Because of these changes, responsive requires a different number of total columns based on the screen size in order to accommodate content and keep it from being squished. Consider your mobile, tablet, and desktop devices. Now think about their viewable areas. All are substantially different in size. Thus, it's common practice in design to create responsive grid sizes on a large desktop. Okay, so as long as the content fits. So no, we need to force the content to fit according to the grid size. Okay. 12 to 6 to 3. White space. Ooh, this looks nice. What is this? Lugal. Nice. Lugal. Oh, we have another viewer here, apparently. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're starting a new chapter about responsive design. Again, white space is important. It's already mentioned like 3-4 times. Okay, we have 2 exercises after this. Passive white space. Without guiding the user through a specific reading flow or content. Passive white space is something referred to as the unconsidered space. The most frequent use of passive white space come within text elements. Different font families. Ooh, okay. There's line height or margin when setting type. Okay, so, okay. Active and passive. This is adding the padding, adding the margin. To find natural breakpoints in the page. Okay. should have understanding of grid structure, the components that make up a grid, and how to use them to properly space elements within your design. Okay, I think that is so far great. Columns, gutter, margin. Let's see if we have a quiz after this, or just straight up to project right away. Okay, if the width of a grid is set to a specific width, we would consider this to be a what type of grid? Fixed. Okay. What is the property we consider passive white space? So it's line height. What is the most common type of grid used in web design? It's the column grid? Yes. What is the correct term for negative space between columns? Gutter. What is another term used for white space? Negative space. What is the general use of underscore groups of content movement into horizontal groups? Rows. Yes. Now we know 100%. Nice. Oh, okay. The Flexbox and everything, I think I'm gonna start in the next stream, because let's see how much percentage we finish. Probably like, okay, 1%. 1% every single day. That's the goal. That's the goal. Okay, so what we've done so far is we finished 12% of the course. So now we're going to, the next stream is gonna start with Flexbox, and we have a few projects, and then after that we have grid, and then I think more responsive design with media queries, things like that. So maybe for the next stream I'll do 2, and then another one 2, and then the project, let's do both in the same day. So probably 3 more days, 3 more stream to finish this whole thing for the making a website responsive. I feel like we can do that. I can do that. And yeah, so for today it's a bit short. I think it's definitely a bit short, but that's I really want to focus on the Flexbox and grid maybe tomorrow or in 2 days or whenever it's the next stream is. But so far it's been good, so definitely gonna use grid when like designing in Figma or starting like another project or something like that. But yeah, so basically we want to create a design that is responsive in all forms of devices, not only in the desktop but also tablets and mobile. So yeah, that's grid and spacing. And of course, I think that's all for today. Thank you for tuning in. I'll leave the notes as always in the description, and hopefully we can get accepted as a affiliate for Codecademy. So yeah, have a great day, have a great evening, have a great night to anyone watching or rewatching, and thank you. Hopefully you learned something about the text design or making the website responsive, or at least introduction of it, before going into Flexbox and grid and media queries and all the other, what is this, company homepage. Okay, we're making homepage after this, making a responsive website, and then another one. Okay, I'm excited to finish this and then starting to get into the next part, which is the animation, right? CSS animation. I think CSS animation is JavaScript, right? It's supposed to be that one. Okay, yeah, we have transition and animation for CSS. Okay, this one is definitely not that much of a chapter, but okay, that sounds great, sounds good. And then after the animation, which I think I can do in like 2 or 3 stream, again, we can start the JavaScript. Yeah, we can start right away making interactive website to JavaScript. I already, oh wait, we have an assessment certification. Really? Oh, okay. No, no. It's just like if you want to take it. So, okay. I've already finished half of the JavaScript before because I was like trying to speed run it before, but didn't work out. So, definitely doing this after this. Okay, that's all. Bye bye.